This is row 1 of the Brooke Nelson column of leaf scarf. It can be found at brooknelson.com, BROOKENELSON.com. Column of leaf scarf. This is the right side, beginning row number 1. I like to identify the pattern in 3 separate sections: the right-hand side, the column, and the left-hand side, or edge. Right edge, column, left edge. There's a very identifiable spine or middle stitch that runs right square through the center, which divides the right-hand leaf and the left-hand leaf. On the right side, it's a purl stitch, and on the wrong side, it's a knit stitch. Right now, I do not have a lifeline in this. I do encourage you to learn how to insert a lifeline. I will be demonstrating that at row number 8. To continue on with row number 1, our pattern calls for the very first stitch to be a slip stitch. You're going to slip all stitches knitwise, so you'll insert your needle as if to knit, and instead of knitting the stitch, you just pull it off. Then you're going to knit 2. Your next stitch is a slip knit pass, which is worked by slipping, then knitting 1, then going back to your right hand needle, picking up that slip stitch and dragging it over the knit stitch. We're now going to start working the yarn over, which creates this little lacy effect here. This is why it looks so strange here, because on the other side was also a yarn over. So to yarn over, just pull your yarn over your needle from the back forward, and then knit 2. Two purls, and that completes the right hand edge. Now I'm going to start working the column part, or the center part of the pattern. This is really the only part that changes. I mean, our right hand edge and left hand edge do change as you go from front to back, but it's always exactly the same on both the right side and the wrong side. You'll see what I mean as you start learning the pattern. So the pattern calls for 7 knits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Our next stitch is a knit 2 together. In order to knit 2 together, instead of knitting 1 as you normally would, you're going to insert your needle into the second stitch from the end and knit through both stitches on the left needle, which is then going to form 1 stitch on the right needle. We're going to yarn over and knit 1. Then yarn over and purl 1. After you yarn over, make sure you bring that yarn forward for the purl. Then yarn over and knit 1. Now my yarn is in back, as you can see that. Then we're going to yarn over and do a slip knit pass. Now when you do the slip, oftentimes your yarn over likes to cross over your slip. Kind of like it just likes to run away. So when you do this, either put your finger on it and keep it in place, or just make sure as it's worked that your yarn over stitch is to the right of your slip stitch on your right needle. So that was the slip. Here's the knit, and then the pass over. Then we're going to knit 7 through the end of the column part in the center, and I know I'm going to reach the end when I hit those 2 purls. My next stitch is a purl. I'm now starting the left edge. We're going to purl 2, then do a slip knit pass, slip, knit, pass, yarn over, knit 4. And the final stitch is to slip. Again, inserting your needle. Always insert your needle knitwise to slip a stitch. And that completes row number 1.